Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to COBOL, where we will see how we can fetch a part of string, or you can say how we can fetch the substring in a COBOL program. So just assume a scenario. In your project there is a requirement where we have one long string, and from that long string we want to fetch a particular portion of a string as a substring. So in this case, what we are supposed to do, how we will do, so these all things we are going to discuss in this session. So for that, I have already created one program. I'll just walk you through this code and will explain you each and every line we have written over here. And then later, once it is compiled, once it is completed, we will see the output as well. Okay, so let's start with the first program. So I'll take option 2 over here. Now here you can see, firstly we have initiated the code with identification division. Now what is identification division? So whenever you want to store some program identity related information, then in that case you will use identification division block, and inside that you can store all the information that is related to your program identity. For example, here you can see we are using program ID. So what is program ID? It is denoting the program name. So we can see test pgm1 test pgm1. So it is nothing but a program name. Similarly, for second information we are storing author, and it is denoting the author name, which is Tech Sharmit. Likewise, if you have any other uh, information which you want to store in a program as in program identity information, then you can use. Okay, fine. Now, one more thing I want to clear before we start and discuss the logic. If you are not following the sequence, if you are not following the playlist, then I recommend you to please go and check out the session from starting itself, because each and every session is in proper sequence and sync. So if you refer each and every session in a sequential manner, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Okay, so as of now we are just focusing on the string extraction, but prior to that we have already discussed many things, like how we can structure the COBOL program, and why we have kept this space as blank, what are the positions of writing these things. So these things we have already discussed in a structure program session, right? COBOL structure session. So that's why I request you to go and check out the previously published sessions in a sequential manner. All right, so now we are moving ahead, and here you can see from line number 5 to line number 7 we have initiated the comment line. So how to declare comment line? For comment line you can put asterisk on 7th position. So you can see here 7th, this is the 7th position, and here we have initiated it with asterisk. After asterisk, whatever you will write will be considered as a comment line. Okay, so you can see extracting a substring from a fixed position. So these comment I have just declared in order to show you the topic of today's session, which is extracting a substring from a fixed position. Now below to this we have initiated the data division block. Under this data division block we are using working storage section. So whatever variable you want to utilize in your program, throughout your program, you will declare all those variable in under this working storage section. Clear? So here you can see we are storing declaring two variable only for this program, because for this example we just need two variable. In first variable we will store the string, and in second variable we will store the substring, or you can say the result of the string. So let's see how we are declaring the variable. So for every variable we have 5 parts mainly. So first part is denoting the level number. So what is level number? Level number is nothing but a higher data hierarchy. So it is showing the highest data hierarchy. Then we have data name. Now what is data name? Data name is mainly used like whenever you want to refer this variable or access this variable throughout the program, you will use it with the help of str1 name. So this name is known as data name or a variable name. Then we are using PIC x of 40. What is PIC x of 40? PIC means picture clause, x of 40 means alphanumeric 40. That means in this str1 variable we can store up to 40 characters alphanumeric variables values. After that, this clause is optional clause. If you want to use it, you can use, otherwise you can skip it. So here you can see we are using value clause. Inside this value clause, we are storing the value as Tech Sharmit podcast. Now let's understand the requirement here. So requirement is that we have this variable in which we have stored the value as Tech Sharmit podcast. Now from this entire value, I'm just interested in this part only, these 7 characters, which is Sharmit. So I want to fetch these 7 characters as a word in Sharmit and wanted to store it into result variable. Okay. So for that we need one variable because we are going to store it into any particular variable. So here I'm using the second variable, which is result. So how we are declaring it? In the same manner. Firstly, we are using level number, which is 0, 1. Then we are using data name, which is result. PIC x of 7, where PIC is denoting picture clause and x of 7 is denoting alphanumeric 7 character. Okay, so these are the two variables that we have defined. Now what we are doing after that, we are declaring the procedure division. What is procedure division? So whenever you want to write your main logic of a program, then you will write it inside a procedure division. Inside procedure division, we are using move command. Now what is move command? Move command is mainly used to you can say forward or move the content from one place to another place. Okay, just understand this in a layman term. But for move command, like we will also discuss each and everything in a separate topic as well. But for time being, we are just using it for moving the value into one variable. Other ways are also there, like we will see like how we can use it in other different ways. But for now, we are just using it for moving it to another variable. So let's see what we are doing on line number 17. Here we are moving str1. Then this str1 is move is a command, or you can say keyword. Str1 is a variable name which for which we are providing two parameters. First parameter is denoting the starting position. So what is the starting position? I want to fetch the data from here, right? So I will count it from starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So from this position I want to fetch 7 characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can say first argument is denoting the starting position, which is 6. I want to fetch it from 6, and then we will pass the number of characters, like how many characters you want to fetch. So here I am passing 7. So from 6th position it will fetch 7 characters, and then that value it will store into this variable result. Okay, fine. So we are just storing the value into result variable. Later on, we are on line number 19, we are displaying the extracted output because we have fetched the information. So now it's time to display it. So for that, what we will do, we are using display command. So display extracted substring and then the variable. So we have fetched the information and stored it into result variable. So now we are printing it. So extracted variable, extracted substring result, and then we are using stop run. So stop run is mainly used to stop or terminate the program. Okay, so we are just terminating it here. So that's it. This is the simplest code you can say which we have created in order to create the output in order to fetch the substring from a longer string. Clear? So let's see what output we are getting from here. Let's compile it. So firstly I will write file for save and compile, and then I'll simply close it. Now to compile you can take option 14 and then hit enter. If your program is not already compiled, then you can hit enter and it will automatically compiled. But if it is already compiled, then it will ask you for the confirmation. So in my system it is already compiled, that's why I'm not compiling it again because of the storage issue. So I'll just take up, but if you want to compile your program, you can take option 14 here. Okay, but my case it is already compiled, so now I'm directly calling it. So using C for call, hitting enter. So you can see we are getting the correct output or the desired output, which is Sharmit. So it printed extracted substring Sharmit. Okay, so this is how you can fetch the information, or you can fetch the substring from a longer string. and it is not fixed. Like although we are seeing the example where we are extracting a substring from a fixed position, but you can change your values. Like if you want to fetch it from second position, you can put 2 here, otherwise you can put 5 here if you want to fetch it from 5, and then this is the number of character which you want to fetch. Clear? So yeah, that's all for this session. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Texture Myth.